Story actually starts about 4 years ago. Myself and Justinas, one of the co-founders, we went to Silicon Valley during an MBA program, and we saw the ecosystem that was there and said we have to recreate something like that in South Africa.
We believe that regardless of your previous education or your socioeconomic background, you might have this inherent aptitude to be a great coder. But growing up in a country like South Africa, you might not have had the opportunity to figure this out yet. In South Africa today, we've got 3.4 million unemployed youth, and only 10% of these young South Africans will have a chance to study further after high school. We would like to change that. We would like to democratize education and make WeThinkCode open to all. We're also taking a completely different approach to education. And quoting John Dewey, if we teach today like we taught yesterday, then we rob our children of the future of tomorrow.
I actually had my money on the two software developers, Ben Yu and Chris Spring, and I was surprised that a salesperson won the challenge.
Honestly, I'm still a bit shaken. Nice big rush of adrenaline there.
I came second. I wasn't expecting to come second. I'm not a coder, so I think it's not necessarily those things that you might think of when you first think of it. I think it's just something different. I don't know. Yeah.
Went to Paris, saw the 42 model, were blown away by what it does, how it works, and said this is what we have to bring to South Africa. And from that day, fell in love with the idea and the passion to bring 42 to South Africa through WeThinkCode. We're launching an intake of 100 students. We do believe there's going to be some differences because the South African context isn't necessarily the same as the context in Paris. We're not sure exactly what those differences are yet. We have some assumptions. So we're going to be seeing how we need to modify the program to localize it for the South African context, and that's why we're doing 100 students as opposed to 1,000 students as our first start. So all the money from tonight is going towards sponsoring the students, either in terms of their education or their stipend. We're a non-profit organization, so our mission is to train and develop 100,000 coders in Africa over the next 10 years, and all the funds that we raise goes towards that mission. At the end of that, the students themselves agree to work for the founding partners or the corporate sponsors for a period of 12 to 24 months. So we're guaranteeing employment for them, but also providing skills, very necessary skills to our corporate sponsors, and that's why they're partaking in the program.